Hey guys, it's Jeremy here on Metal Music Meltdown, back with another video. What I have for you today, guys, is another year-end list. I've already posted my top 10 albums of 2022, which kind of encompassed every genre of metal and just my overall favorites from the year. But I really wanted to do a second list, specifically focusing on thrash metal. It's my favorite subgenre of metal, and it's kind of the one I gravitate towards the most. And there's just so many good thrash albums this year. I just wanted to make a second list of my top 10 favorite thrash albums of the year. Four of these were on my top 10 list on my previous list, so there will be some repetition, and those will kind of just fall into place based on where they were on my other list, and then I'll just kind of add the other ones that I wanted to add to the list. So let's jump right in, guys. At number 10, I have the Thrashers Howler with their fourth studio album entitled Descendants of Evil. Great band out of Costa Rica. They're on CDN Records. Really good stuff. Very thrashy, old school sound. Definitely head over to CDN Records and pick up a copy of this if you don't have it already. And I actually got to pick up a physical copy of this myself even still. I'm going to place an order soon through CDN to pick up some stuff. But a really good album. Been streaming it since it came out, and it's really good stuff. Some standard tracks would be Panzer 666, Immortality, Anthem to Warfare, The New World Disorder. Just top to bottom, a really solid album. Definitely check it out. At number 9, I have High Command. This is a much newer band. This is only their second full length entitled Eclipse of the Dual Moons. Really cool artwork as well. They're based out of Massachusetts in the States, and they're through Southern Lord Recordings. Really good thrash metal again. It's heavy, really thrashy, great riffs, good vocals, just what you want thrash to be, just heavy and aggressive and speed. And really been getting into these guys this year. I definitely want to pick up both of their albums. Haven't got a chance to yet, but shortly I will. And at number 8, I have the new Zentrix album. Great UK thrash band from back in the day. They formed in 1988. I'm not sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is only their sixth studio album. Is entitled 7 Words. Really cool artwork as well. I like the artwork on this one as well. Some standard tracks for this would be Spitcoin, 7 Words. The title track is really good. My War is good. Pretty much top to bottom, it's a pretty solid album. Just thrashy. They have a pretty distinct sound. Much like their old stuff. I really enjoyed this record. Really good stuff. At number 7, I have the crossover band, Municipal Waste, kind of a thrash crossover. Really love these guys. Their new album, Electrified Brain. Just what these guys deliver, just fun, thrashy, simple riffs, but super catchy and heavy. They always deliver good stuff, and I really enjoyed this record as well. Cool artwork as well. At number 6, I have Amorphia. It's a band from India, of all places. Really good stuff. This is their third full length. I had their first 2 albums from, I bought them through CDN Records on a blind buy, just because I really love the logo and the artwork. It looked really thrashy, and I love these guys right away. So I was super pumped to find out they put out a new album in 2022, and it did not disappoint. 3 in a row. These guys have been kicking ass, and I look forward to more from these guys in the future. At number 5, we have Chemicide from Costa Rica. This is their 4th full length. Yet again, another band I kind of came across through buying albums through CDN Records. They're a distro, so they carried a lot of stuff from all over the place. And again, I love the artwork on their albums. It looked really thrashy with the logo and everything. And this album kicked ass. I really loved it. It might have even made my top 10 on my regular list, but somehow they skipped my mind when I was making my list. They probably would have snuck in the bottom. But this is a killer album. It's entitled Common Sense. So definitely check it out, guys. These guys are really good. They should be much bigger than they already are. They're a killer band. They should be a lot bigger. But definitely check out all the other albums as well. You actually probably pick up all 4 of them through CDN Records for a pretty good price, like under 10 bucks each. So I would definitely head over there and grab those if you can. And at number 4, we have a more kind of a mainstream act, Creator. Fucking love the German Thrashers. Been following these guys for like 20 years. and their new album, Hey Duberalis, did not disappoint. A lot of people didn't like the newer sound they came out with. They thought it was too melodic and not as aggressive as their old stuff. But I still really enjoy it. It's still heavy, it's still thrashy. It's just more catchy and has those kind of anthemic thrash tunes that would get you really going at a concert. But I love this album. I've been listening to it nonstop all year. And the next one again is another German Thrashers, Destruction with Diabolical. This is their follow-up to Born to Perish from 2019. And this is their, I think, 15th album or something. These guys have been around for a long time as well. Love all their stuff. They haven't really put out a bad album. Love the German thrash sound. And this was a killer album. The title track was great. The whole album just kicked ass. Loved it right away. Been listening to it pretty much since it came out. And at number 2, the mighty Corrosive. These guys are from my hometown, Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Fucking love these guys. These guys are killer. Just balls out, straightforward, heavy thrash metal, really aggressive. This is their follow-up to Caustic Hordes, which came out last year. And this is 2 albums back-to-back were just killer. Probably my favorite new thrash band right now. These guys are just unbelievable. Seen them live a couple times in Toronto. Killer live show as well. And yeah, the new album, Toxic Apocalypse, is a killer album. Again, this was released through CD and Records. So definitely run over there and grab both of their albums. You will not be disappointed, I guarantee. Killer album. Cool artwork as well on both of them. Definitely watch out for these guys. These guys are going to blow up soon, and they deserve to be huge. And number 1 was pretty much the same as I had on my main list, Destroyer 666. This is like blackened thrash. It was close enough to be considered a thrash album. This is a killer album, super heavy, very aggressive. It's got blackened vocals, but it's very thrashy in the riffs. And top to bottom, this is a killer album. Love the artwork. Never Surrender, Guillotine, Grave Raiders, Pitch Black Night. Just top to bottom, I love this record. I can't stop listening to it. It came out December 2nd, so less than a month ago. But definitely check that one out, guys. You'll love this band. I got into these guys watching Sea of Tranquility channel, which is a killer stuff. One of the guys on there, Ryan Scow, is a monster fan of these guys, and I kind of checked them out a year or 2 ago. Loved everything they put out up to date. And when I heard the new album, it blew my mind away. And I've been listening to it daily since it came out pretty much. So that's my list, guys. Please list down below what your top 10 thrash albums of 2022 would be. The new Megadeth album didn't make my list. Some people might be wondering why. So that was actually on my 3 disappointing metal albums of 2022. I just couldn't get into that album, and I'd listened to it a few times, and it just didn't hit me in the right place. It just didn't really stick with me. The new Eraser album was really good. I didn't quite make the list on here, but that's an honorable mention I could definitely put as well. But there was some really good stuff this year. If there's any thrash bands you think I might have missed that are maybe more underground or newer, please list them below. I was always up for listening to new thrash bands. I love the subgenre. It's always been my favorite. And until next time, guys, keep it metal.